What if I tell you the same assembly can behave differently without creating multiple files? Sounds powerful, right? Hi everyone, welcome back to your favorite channel, Cat to Live. In one of my previous videos, I explained what arrangements are, why we use them, and how they help manage multiple positions in a single assembly in Siemens NX. If you haven't watched that yet, I highly recommend checking it out first because today we are taking that concept one step ahead. In this video, we will focus on something very powerful: arrangement specific constraints. This feature allows you to control how components behave differently in different arrangements using the same assembly. Normally, when we apply constraints in an assembly, they are applied globally, meaning they affect all arrangements. But in real life application like a robotic arm or a mechanism, different positions require different constraints. This is where arrangement specific option comes into play. So this is the model currently we have, and there are certain arrangements like you can see here. Here we have approaching, carefully vertical, drop, grabbing, and normal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete all these arrangements. Let's delete them. So currently we have only normal arrangement. Now, these all constraints, as per the statement what I have spoken to you, that these are globally defined. Now, if I am going to give a new arrangement, let's say this is going to be example 2, example 2, and hit enter, and again hit enter. So you see no change. As if I am going to give the arrangements to this session, there will be no change. Why so? Because we have not defined anything to this arrangement. Now if I switch to normal, you can see there is no difference again. Now I want to create the difference between both of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to define some more arrangements. So I'll give you the more connectivity to this demonstration. Now I want this example to be get deleted, as this was only for the explanation. What do you mean by the global application of these constraints? As these constraints are currently globally applied, that means they are applied in all arrangements. So now I'm just going to define some new arrangement. This is going to be open gripper and closed gripper. Now let's understand the situation here. So these are the grippers of this robotic arm. What I want to demonstrate here, that these are in the open position and these are going to be in the closed position. So for that we have the arrangement specific option. Now here these are the constraints which I have applied here. These are angle. So these constraints have been applied. Now these are currently globally applied. That means in all the arrangement the value is going to be same for them. So if I switch to some arrangement, let's say this is going to be the open gripper and this is going to be closed gripper. So you can see there is no change. In both the conditions they are at the same angle. Now how can I make the different value for different arrangement? Let's have a right click on the constraint which you want to make arrangement specific. So after the right click, you will see here there comes an option of arrangement specific. You have to first activate this. Now you can see this is activated. Here comes a yellow checkbox. So if I again right click, you can see there is a tick mark in front of arrangement specific. That means this is currently specified in arrangement. Now what this options allows you? This options allows you to give different value to the same constraint for different arrangements. Now we have to click on edit in arrangements, and here you can see we have two values which is going to be get here. You need to be get specific. If you click on shared, that means for all the arrangements, it is going to share the value, which is going to be 101. But here in this case, I want to be specific. So after you click on specific, you will see the option as open clipper. I'm just going to untick this option first, shared state, as I do not want to get it shared with other arrangements. So only for the open clipper. So now I'm going to increase the upper limit, as this is going to be in the open position. So I'm going to give it as 180 and click on OK. So for the open arrangement, I have defined the value of this angle. Now I'm just going to define the value for the closed clipper. Now let's activate the closed clipper. And again, this is going to be arrangement specific for this arrangement. And this is going to be in the edit in arrangement. So here I'm just going to deactivate the shared state. And here let's keep it activated, which is open clipper. So here you can see the value as 180, and I'm just going to reduce this value. This is going to be 90. Let's see what will happen for the close gripper and click on apply. Okay, so now you can see there is a slight change here. Now if I change the arrangement to normal so that you can have the difference, this is normal and this is going to be open gripper. Now same I can do with this gripper as well. So let's do it quickly. I'm just going to have this as arrangement specific, and this is going to be added in arrangements. Then here you can see here we have the open gripper. So for open, this is going to be 200. Let me increase the upper limit first. Then it is going to be 180 and click on OK. And now this is going to be for closed. So let's go to the closed gripper, and here I'm just going to activate this again. Just go to arrangement specific first, then it is going to be added in arrangements. Then in added in arrangements, it is going to be as 90 and click on OK. So here we have the arrangements defined. Now let's go to the arrangements, and here I'm just going to have the open gripper, and then I'm just going to have the normal. Then this is going to be get closed. So I have defined only these constraints as arrangement specific. Now you can check on other constraints as well. Let's understand with one more example, as I have given one more demonstration here. So this is going to be unsuppressed first. So these are going to be unsuppressed in all the arrangements, never suppress, and this is going to be get activated as bond. Now we have one more robotic arm here, and this is another robotic arm. So I want to define the distance between both of them with arrangements. Now I'm just going to have the arrangement as near and far. So this is going to be near, and this is going to be far. And now close this. So I'm just going to have the assembly constraint here of distance. So I'm just going to have the distance here from this face to this face. Now this is 700 mm. Now click on OK. Now you can see the change here. So I'm just going to activate the arrangement of far, which is going to be 700. Okay, this is okay. Arrangement specific, and then edit in arrangements. So far is 700 and click on OK. Now I'm just going to have the arrangement for near. So again activate this, and this is going to be arrangement specific and edit in arrangements. So for the near one, it is going to be 100 and click on OK. So if I change the arrangement from near to far, like this is near and this is going to be far. So you can see the difference, like how I have defined the constraint with the option of arrangement specific. Now let's have a deep dive in arrangements. We have discussed yet about the positions of the mechanism, but there lies one more powerful option in arrangement, which is to suppress the components. Now let's say if I am just going to have the arrangement of 1 and 2, that means one robot, let's say as one robot, and here I'm just going to say as two robots. So here two robots. So my intention is that in the two robots, I want to show this entire robot with this one, and in single robot, I want to show only this one. So first we have to activate the arrangement of two robots. So in two robots, it is perfectly fine. But in the case of one robot, I want to show this much only. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to select these all components from link 5 to link 4, these all, and I'm just going to suppress them. Suppression in what? In one robot. You have to select the arrangement first from here, from the arrangements column. Just select the one robot, and this is going to be always suppressed. Then click on OK. So here you can see this has been suppressed, and I'm just going to activate this like in edit in arrangements, and in the case of one robot it should be deactivated, and then click on OK. Now you can see I'm just going to hide all the constraints here, so I'm just going to hide this. Now you can see we have only one robot here. Now if I go to arrangements and click on two robots, so it will display two robots, and in the case of one robot it will give me only one robot. So here we define the arrangements. So in this video we have discussed two things. The very first point is regarding how we can define the constraints which are going to be arrangement specific, and then we have discussed about the suppression of component on the basis of arrangements. So before we conclude this session, one important thing to remember is that if you forget to select arrangement specific, your constraints will affect all arrangements, which can break your design logic, because that is our primary need to define the arrangements. And if you apply the constraints globally, then there means nothing, as you will be unable to define the arrangement specific constraints, because we need different values for different arrangements of the angle. So this is how you can make your assemblies smarter using arrangement specific constraints in Siemens NX. If you found this useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments how this is going to be a game changer in your daily practice.